Right, I am currently dying from COVID. I'm going stir crazy, but suddenly, mysteriously, started leaving my body today, and it also happens to be the day that the new sound by GEORDIE GREEP has come out, and I'm incredibly excited. I love Black Midi, loved. It's gone now, but I went to see them in October last year, and it was incredible. Just the audience was really annoying, and he seemed annoyed by them, and I was annoyed. That doesn't matter because those days are over, and it's Greep time, Greeping time. I've listened to Holy Holy, and I loved it. It was pretty much what I expected, and I think the kind of tracks that I like from Black Midi were always the heavily greepy ones. Was like a bit of bossa nova, and I feel like that is what this album's gonna be like. I hope. I think like my rankings for the Black Midi albums would be number one would be Cavalcade, number two would be Schlagenheim, and number three would be Hellfire. And I don't want anyone to be angry at me. I love Hellfire, but something has to be three, and that would be three. I'm just gonna give this a go. Don't know what I'm doing. I downloaded this software, and it's like every time I move, it's putting like balloons on the screen. And I gave like a thumbs up, and it put like a like button on there. So I'm not doing that. The software is doing it, and I can't stop it. Don't know how to. I'm gonna crack on. So I know Blues is one of the singles, you can tell by the number of plays, but I haven't given this one a listen yet. Oh no, I started to listen for 4 seconds before I started doing this. So I've listened to 4 seconds of it, and it was very proggy, so we're gonna start it again and see what we're dealing with. I'm very, very excited. I'm really tired, I'm really ill as well. This should rejuvenate me. Let's go. I'm just so excited. My cat is gonna chime in. I've been putting him on some really good music recently. Last thing we did was we watched the Stop Making Sense concert film together, and he loved it. So he's gonna want in on this. So I'm sorry. You keep up appearances and have a reputation. You sit in the park and work on your sonnets. You talk about yourself in the past tense. You have opinions that can't be shaken. Do you know what I mean? 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 Is your favorite turn of phrase? You know what I mean? 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 Is your second favorite turn of phrase? Speak English better than anyone, and you can curse like no one ever has done, and you have a bigger He's such a little gremlin who's ever lived, and you can come more than 100 stallions, and a room that smells of, and listen in, listen, 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 can you hear that? The signs of life, not yet awake, the stirring, the screwing up of eyes, a blanket that forms mountains, the toe poking out, be careful, don't touch, sharp discipline, my boy, just watch, stay outside in the cold, and you feel it, you can feel it, you can feel it, see, there's a universe in this room, as you surround your schmucks, you know God will light your way, you are ready to admit to murder, to assault, to robbery, to pederasty, to fraud, you are ready to take the blame for every crime about them, but the jury is out to lunch. You walk the streets that stink of disease. You turn up your collar like James Dean. You put your right hand under your jacket and pretend you have a gun. You put your left hand under your jacket and pretend you're Napoleon. You squeeze your swats till they bleed. Soon your nails will sin. Soon your earrings will shrink. Soon your mornings will grow little mouths. It's like a mix of auctioneer and like evil circus ringman. Love that. That was great. I'm probably just going to say love that and give everything a 10, just so you know. Love that. 10 out of 10. I really love that. I find his lyrics some of the most entertaining and not the same sounding at all, but I get like a kind of Father John Misty vibe in the sense that every time I listen to Father John Misty, I'm usually like laughing or crying. So because some of that was like quite miserable and affecting, and some of that was really funny. It really reminds me of some people that I know. That's kind of the kind of sound I'd expect from another Black Midi album. I wouldn't say it sounds like much of a departure from what we know. Yeah, I love that. This is great. Also, the drumming is fantastic. I know Morgan is on here, but I don't know where. But the drumming was fantastic. Terra time. Slightly adjusted my screen because I realised I was blocking the names of the songs. I'm getting there. And I was just about to start Terra. So it's Terra. Hello? You're not sure you're ready for it? I'm ready. Let's go.
It's not open to the public until spring, when the renovations are complete. It's not a bird on a plane or my life's work, my dream come true. It's the from the dead. Victims of drought and famine, fetuses abandoned, are waiting here to be admired. And at the center, tell me, terra, terra, terra. Just for a moment, give it a squeeze, feel my disease. Remember me, terra, terra. Remember me, please remember me. To forget in the company of others, and I'm able to forget in restaurants, on trains, but by myself. Every bed in any hotel room in the world, she comes driving by. Where? And I say, take me to your holy land. Second, just for a moment, just for a minute more. Tell me, hand, tell yourself he was a great man. Bones, trepang yourself a flute, play along to this tune.
That was fantastic. I absolutely loved that. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. That was so good. That is the exact kind of thing that I was hoping for, and more. He's a great vocal performer. Like I think you can easily write him off as silly, and he's sort of playing a character, which he is. I think he's kind of playing a character in all of his songs, but it's wonderful. I love that. I'd probably say that is my favourite out of the two that I've just listened to, but we're about to go into Holy Holy, and I know that I absolutely love Holy Holy. It is currently the number one played song on my on repeat. I might be exposing myself here. Yeah. And then like the Witcher soundtrack and the House of the Dragon soundtrack. I fucking love it. So this will be even shorter than the last two, but he is very jealous that I'm listening to this, by the way. I'm sorry about this.
I could tell you were lonely from the moment you walked in, from the way you sat down next to me, from the way you ordered your drink. Did you come here often? You must have heard about me. Everyone knows my name. Everyone knows I'm holy. Know my name. I've had them all before. You are new. I'll have you too. Knows my name. All the revolutionaries, all the jihadis too. I bet your pussy is holy too. I want you to be dressed like a sophisticated tart with too much makeup on. Will that be alright? When I tell you your pussy is holy, I want you to slap me and then I want you to put your hand on my knee. Will that be alright?
I hope I'm not just grinning like an idiot the whole album, but it's so fun. That was so great. Obviously, I've been playing it incessantly. I remember seeing like some discourse on Twitter. The people found the song offensive and like misogynistic. It's he always plays a character. He plays a lot of like pathetic losers in his songs. And I think that is the opposite of him being genuinely misogynistic. This guy's like clearly a loser. Like he starts off like with all this bravado, saying, you know, what a fantastic catch he is, how he's fucked everyone, and then you know it transcends and it devolves into him just begging for like the slightest bit of faked attention. It's clearly like a prostitute he's talking to. And I love that the kind of the climax and that beautiful moment at the end is just, I want you to put your hand on my knee. Like the guy can't get bitches, and all he wants is someone to just show him like a modicum of affection. And I think that is brilliant. I love that song. It's so groovy. And that is why I'm constantly listening to it. Right. Title track time, the new sound. I'm very excited to hear what the new sound is. I feel like we've got a pretty good taste of it now, but this is gonna confirm it. Fantastic. I loved that. I've never been to a tropical beach. I've only been to Blackpool. But I feel like if I were to go to a tropical beach, that would be the sound. Feels like I'm in a water slide and I'm having an ice lolly. And if the ice lolly drips onto my fingers, that's okay, because I can wash it in the water beneath me. If that makes sense. Really like this. No complaints so far. Brilliant. I feel like thematically terror and new sound are a bit closer together than like blues. I feel like blues was like a safe beginning, and then this is like fully, we're into the new sound now. I love this. I'm very excited to continue. Time for walk up. Let's walk up.
Up to failure. Leg scars, arm scars, stomach scars lead by far. The marks of the old country start. As I walk up, for love on your lunch break. Walk up to see God, to see sweet Jane. You still smell her snatch as you troll in the boardroom. Your fish fingers shake hands with the top flight men. Check your balls for lumps once they've lived.
What are you talking about, home? I ain't got no home. I ain't got no home. Ain't got no town. Ain't got no friends. Planning never stops, that damn boy.
That little insert at the end really reminds me of, there's like I think it's a KPX or whatever it was, live recording of them, and they do that kind of like Western barroom background chatter between a couple of songs. It's really funny. Love that. I think that might be my favourite so far. I think I was expecting like more of the dissonant kind of wind instruments in the background, which we got there from this album. So that was fun. They all stand alone as great like independent tracks, but it still matches up to everything. Absolutely love that. Right, it's time for Through a War. You like singing about war as well as illnesses and prostitutes.
Come close, listen in. I fired warning shots and made the children dig. I tortured all insurgents, I ruled with an iron fist. I would have disemboweled myself just to hold your hand. I saw you deceive, maybe so. What a feeling to hold in your grip. Have you ever seen a man beg for his life? Have you ever seen that kind of fear? Have you ever seen a man boiled alive? Have you seen him writhe and 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 writhe? Have you seen a woman give birth to a goat? That's what courage looks like.
Brilliant. So another song about war. When I say another, I'm referencing Black Mini. I'm trying not to compare it too much to Black Mini, but that's kind of what we have to go off. And it's another guy that's madly in love with some lady, and sounds like the lady gave him an STD, but he's happy about it because the itch reminds him of her. I really like that. Another nice little groovy bit. He kind of loves his lists, especially like his graphic lists, and the imagery was very vivid. A lot of these twisted romance tales, which are very often one-sided romance tales. I don't know, it sounds kind of like she might have betrayed him, or he's trying to claim that he's doing all of these things for her, but he's actually just a fucking maniac who's very happy to disembowel and boil people alive. Very romantic. Love it. Time for bongo season. I do like the sound of that, and I would like to think that it's bongo season. So let's go. Here are the bongos.
Bongo season is sweeping the globe. Bongo season. Bongo season.
Enjoyed that. I think it was maybe more of an interlude, but it had bongos on, and it was called bongo season, so I got what I was hoping for. Not a whole lot to say about that. It kind of just sputtered out, which is fine. Still 10 out of 10. I think that is a nice break after the horrible imagery we got from the previous track, so let's just keep going. The next one has got Shank on it, so I wonder if he's singing. Let's find out. I'm excited.
In your room, I'm listening to your song.
That's Shank.
It's the best I've hung around here too long. I've hung around here too long. Just to see me riding away, just to catch a glimpse of my brand new VMAX engine. That'll be the scene.
That got very scary at the end. That was great. That was really cool. I don't think I like Shank's vocals as much as Geordie's. Very different. They were really great. I think he did a fantastic job. And I think, to be fair, I think it was fitting for the track. That is, again, and I'm sorry to say it again, the kind of black MIDI, like Schlagenheim or maybe like Cavalcade kind of sound that we're used to. And I can definitely imagine seeing that in concert. I'm really hoping to see this in concert, and he is playing near me later this month, so I'm really excited to go to that and see all of this live. I feel like that would be such an experience to listen to live. Yeah, fantastic. Really, like, feels like you're being hit over the head with a motorbike engine, a VMAX, and the sort of ghostly, transcendent wails at the end. Brilliant. Love it. I heard some buzz about that track. Next we have As If Waltz. And I love a waltz. Not a waltz.
To have you and no one never see you again. To want you outside of this room. To look at your face and feel no shame. To have no ounce of pity. To know what you think. To hear your true voice. To hope your heart beats for me. To see you cry and sleep. To see if the rest are like me. This works. For an hour I wish for all this, but only an hour. For an hour you're everything. What a sweet hour. See your home to show you my family, and to watch you fuck other men. To let your to hear you moan and walk away. To help you in any way I can. To tell my mom I love you. To tell the world I need you. To never tell your secret. To never tell your secret. To be with you for more than an hour. To act as if I'm any different than the rest. Pick me, I'm different than all of them.
That was really sweet. That was a really sweet song about a prostitute. It feels like a more the sweeter, pathetic still, but in a different sense. This different version of the character from Holy Holy, still talking to a prostitute, but this time the bravado is completely gone. He is just asking to see this person outside of the work schedule and to be able to give them the affection that they truly hold for them beyond just sex. And it was really gorgeous. I loved the transition from a really groovy beat that we begin with. I love that. I love that sound. And then it switches to the waltz. The waltz was beautiful, especially the orchestration that comes in towards the end. Really beautiful. It genuinely made me kind of emotional. And again, we're listening to this guy saying he'd love to listen to this prostitute fuck other men, but it's really genuinely quite empathetic to the character, and it's really nice to see that kind of side to it where he's not quite being made fun of. It's truly quite sad and touching. I love that. I love the sound of it. I love the lyrics. I love everything about it. I think that might be my favourite so far, if not Holy Holly. Yeah, that was gorgeous. The next one is The Magician, and I've heard so much hype about this. I've not listened to it myself. I know that it's not got any official recording anywhere. I presume there's videos from concerts and stuff. The concert I went to, they just played Christmas songs. Those were the bonus songs. So this is something I don't know anything about. I don't know why it's so revered, but I'm expecting big things because this is the one everyone's been bagging on about. So we're gonna start. The Magician. Very excited.
Give him a lit match and slap him on the ass when he lights himself aflame, like the man who pays his wife £200 to have sex, 'cause it's the only way he can come. Like the senile cat's incessant meow, the children's favorite, like the lawn overgrown, like the car on rust, like the love that would toil, like the bones that would dust, like the heart that would shame, like the eyes that would age. What is left? What is left? What is left? I'm hiding from the government, my fictional wife. Kiss you a million times if you'd only turn your head. You'll never turn your head. Just like me, you're not alive. You're dead, you're dead. In the German Black Forest, of which I know nothing. That I'm hiding from your never-ending torrent of shit. Like the spouse, your sex, your shame. I know only your name. What's left of the lover who doesn't exist, who knows not how many fantasies?
That lived up to the hype. What the fuck? Yeah, I can see what people were banging on about. Oh my god. That was another song about a man who has sexual and emotional issues, and it was brilliant. I loved the slow build to a very emotional climax. That didn't feel like 12 minutes. I listen to music generally that's a bit longer in average album length. So 12 minutes isn't like a big deal, but it was still every bit of that was like worth the ride. That was real. My voice is shaking. I'm like affected by that. That was really, really good. My voice is shaking a bit because that was really beautiful. I can understand why that is a big fan favourite. I don't know how that compares to the live versions that they did. I don't know if they've changed anything in the studio, but if that's anything like live versions, then completely understand why everyone is raving about it, because that was really sick. I think I would still say As If Waltz is my favourite so far, but that is very good. I was very happy and excited when we started this, and then now we've got to this point with As If Waltz and The Magician, and it's suddenly gotten very emotional, gorgeous. I think this is kind of the sound I was expecting, and I love how it has gone through the album, and I'm so ready to finish this because I'm exhausted, but I've had such an amazing time, and I believe that the next one is a Frank Sinatra cover, or it's just got the same name as the Frank Sinatra song. Sometimes I feel like Greep is doing a bit of a Sinatra voice, so this will be very appropriate. But what a great way, if this is, I'm gonna play it in a second, but what a great way to finish it off, if so, because I need a breather. Okay, If You Are But a Dream.
If you are,
Yep.
I hope I never waken more than I could bear, in love with lovely you. And I long to kiss you. If our romance should break up, I hope I never wake up. If you are but a dream.
That's the new sound. I don't know if Greep's done a Frank Sinatra cover before, but he's perfect for it. I think that was really perfect for the album, a different sound to everything else, but very much in his style. And I can really imagine that at the end of a concert, closing off, and being perfect, like just that kind of slightly bittersweet, melancholy ballroom floor, kind of everyone's swaying at the end. Sad it's over, but happy it happened. And that is just perfect. Perfect closer. Perfect. Perfect album. 10 out of 10. You're not going to get any serious critical review here. It's just my initial reaction. And I might always do a follow-up. But I had an absolute blast listening to that. We got a lot of things I was expecting. We got prostitutes. We got diseases, lumps and bumps and itches. We got unrequited love. We got unrequited lust. We got sexual health issues. We got sexual performance issues. We got war. We got war generals. We got megalomaniacs. We got a lot of the sounds that I was kind of expecting, more so in the latter half of the album. But we got a lot of the new sound as well, which fantastic. Very much what I was looking forward to. And I wonder if that didn't kind of align with the plan for Black Midi or the brand for Black Midi, and that's why it's been taken away into a solo project. I think there's kind of a familiarity here, like a lot of stuff that I was looking forward to and expecting, and a lot of stuff that I wasn't quite expecting, but was very pleasantly surprised by. I don't know how this has been received so far. I feel like anyone who has come to know Black Midi is gonna love this. I think they might be maybe a little bit thrown off by the first half, depending on what kind of Black Midi sound that they like, because it's a very diverse group. I just think it's so incredibly entertaining. It's not background music apart from maybe like Terra in a great way, or the new sound. It's just so entertaining. I find his lyrics really funny, really provocative. I don't know, I feel like it's some of the best elements of Black Midi taken and matured, and then given a bit of zest, that it's just very fresh and funky and fun and very impactful. Because I'm shaking for some reason. I feel really affected by that. I was so excited for this the entire, and I was kind of, I mean, once I was devastated by Black Midi breaking up, I was kind of expecting it. These are young people making great music. They're all individually talented musicians, and I have like complete confidence in all the individual members of these projects, and all of their individual projects, and I really hope that this is going to continue. I'm not too mad about Black Midi breaking up right now. If this is what we get, I think I prefer this. I feel like this isn't the style that he's going to stick to. He's going to go and do a million different other things. There's probably lots of different things that he wants to try. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I'll just listen to whatever he puts out. I'm really happy to hear it. Thank you so much. I don't know what I think again. I'm going stir crazy, so I don't know what compelled me to do this, but probably a one-off. I hope it isn't too shit. I get the sense that it is going to be shit. Let me know if you're going to go and see Greep live at any point. I know he's playing in the UK this month, and then he's going to be going off to America, or Europe, and then Japan, and then America or Europe, whichever order that goes in, so everyone gets a chance to see him. What a wonderful time. Album of the year. So happy. I was so excited, and this has like fulfilled everything that I wanted. And my cat has now gone to sleep because he's very tired, and so am I, so I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you so much.